that'll be a sapphire? Alright. Oh, right. Blue gemstone. How could I have how could I have not known? Okay, welcome back to the dining room. I know that we said that we'd meet up in the hall, but I think that we'll get over it. So, for context, the first time I played this was like a sleepover in year 5, and the scariest thing I'd played before that was probably Luigi's Mansion. So going from something like Luigi's Mansion to something like this, it was a bit of a step up. As I said before, I knew the dining hall very well because I was too scared to go past that. Like, I'd beat that first zombie, and then I'd be like, cool, that's enough. I did it, I did it, and then I'd reset it and do it again because I knew how to beat that zombie, but I just didn't want to explore any further. Later on, I did find the balls to beat this one as well, this zombie as well. I mean, what zombie? What zombie? There's no zombie. Don't worry about it. Let's just keep playing and see what happens in this room. Yeah, we're not giving any spoilers away here. So going down a dark corridor, nothing bad's gonna happen, right? We've got a self-defense knife. So basically, if we get grabbed, then we can use this to, it basically gets us away from taking a bite. What? It's a zombie. I wasn't expecting that. Guys, I'm freaking out. So I'm just going to stab him in the head. And we are going to make a run for it. And push the cupboard in his way so he can't get out. So we're actually going to let him live. One of the things about this game that makes it different from a lot of games is the fact that you don't always want to try to kill everything, because especially at the beginning the ammo is quite valuable. These things are bullet sponges, and you're going to face situations where you're going to want to use your guns, so... But I did used to put a couple of rounds in him just to make sure. I knew that I could push the cupboard in front of him, but when you're younger and you don't quite get that games have rules and they were developed, were kind of a bit more magical, especially in a genre that you'd never really played before. It's easy to imagine just anything can happen. Of course now I know that they can't really leave the room and things like that, but back then it was, your imagination runs wild. I kind of wish I could experience games like that again, honestly, instead of trying to figure out how to make things happen. Okay, Kenneth, what have you got for me? VHS. I think this is an artifact from the original game, so in case you didn't know, this is a remake. The original would have had a VHS in it, but by the time this game came out, DVDs were already everywhere. Oh, I hear a zombie. I'm gonna keep moving along. Don't really want to deal with that right now. Again, why couldn't we conducted this mission in the day? Was there any reason we had to do it at night? Not a massive fan of that. Ammo, great. Again, look at the lighting and everything in this. There's just so much care that went into this game. We're gonna take a herb. So we use herbs to heal ourselves. And there is a zombie there, so we're going to stay clear of that. I never noticed the shackles on the wall there before. I'm not sure what those were for. But yeah, we don't want to use a green herb by itself. We want to mix it with a red herb, obviously. Because we all know that that is how, you basically cure any wound. Is those red plants and those green plants, right? I don't really want to deal with that right now. And there is a man standing in the reflection. My god, this used to freak me out. Because you can imagine, eventually, it got to the stage where I would... He's not going to even notice me. It got to the stage where I would venture forth a little bit. Maybe we'll just run past him. There we go. Okay, an arrow. So, in this game, things aren't necessarily what they seem. We see a useless arrow, but if we examine it, we can take it apart and get an arrowhead. Arrowhead's made from peridot, a poor man's emerald. So we'll take it for now. Hopefully by the end of this we get real emeralds or something for the stuff that we're going to go through. Again, more ammo. Great. A lot of locked doors. There we go. Speak of the devil. So, it's a sprawling mansion, but it is good at unlocking shortcuts back to where you've been before. Okay, sword. I say as I need another key. Oh, hi there.
He did the monster mash.
Hi there. Carrying on. Can always use another self-defense dagger. The amount of doors they must have, the amount of loading screen doors they must have made to accurately represent each door that you go through. So the doors are basically there to hide the loading. And oh no. Nope, we don't want that. Okay, so we're gonna take him all the way around. So we can push this down here. Of course we can't just grab the crystal out of her hand, we have to push her off here. But you gotta appreciate the dramatics of it. Get to appreciate the loading door again. Again, you guys are gonna get to see a lot of beautiful doors in this. But it was kind of unique at the time. It keeps you immersed instead of seeing a loading bar going across the screen every time you open a door. Okay. Let's go and pick up the... I forget what it was that drops. Was it an emerald or a ruby or something like that? I forget. It was blue, wasn't it? That's that'll be a sapphire? Alright. Oh, right. Blue gemstone. How could I have not known? Okay, and we do have to find a storage box pretty soon because our inventory is getting full. But for the time being, we might call that an episode. And again, while we're in the dining hall next to the typewriter, I am going to save. We'll meet up again in the dining room next episode. Thanks.